We've all been there, lost in the wilderness, hunger gnawing at our bellies, and nothing but the will to survive. The feeling of desperation can be overwhelming, and in those moments, every morsel counts. In those moments, food isn't just sustenance, it's life. Every bite can mean the difference between hope and despair, between making it through another day or succumbing to the elements. But what happens when the very foods we rely on start disappearing? Imagine walking into your local store and seeing empty shelves, or visiting a market only to find it barren. In this video, I reveal the critical survival foods vanishing from shelves due to supply chain disruptions, climate change, and growing global demand. These factors are creating a perfect storm, making it harder to find the essentials we need. Essentials like honey, canned meats, rice, and more foods that have always been there for us, but may not be in the near future. These staples are becoming increasingly scarce, and it's crucial to understand why. These 8 essential foods aren't just nutritious, they're the backbone of any serious emergency food supply. Stocking up on them now could be the key to your survival in an uncertain future. Ignoring these warning signs could mean the difference between weathering the storm and facing dire consequences. The time to act is now, before it's too late. So buckle up, get ready to face the harsh realities of our changing world, and let's make sure you're prepared, no matter what comes our way. Together we can navigate these challenges and ensure our survival. We all know honey, that sweet golden nectar that has been cherished for centuries. It's packed with natural sugars that provide a quick energy boost and has remarkable antibacterial properties that make it a natural remedy for various ailments. Out in the wild, honey is a godsend. It's not just a treat for humans, but a crucial resource for bees and other wildlife. For us, it offers a quick energy boost and can be used to treat minor wounds thanks to its natural healing properties. But here's the sting. Honey production is under threat. The very bees that produce this liquid gold are in danger. Bees are facing colony collapse disorder, a phenomenon where worker bees abandon the hive, leaving the queen and immature bees behind. Pesticides are decimating their populations, and climate change is disrupting their natural foraging patterns. Fewer bees mean less pollination, which translates to lower crop yields and a dwindling supply of honey. This has a ripple effect on our food supply and biodiversity. Honey is a survival staple with its long shelf life, dense caloric content, and natural medicinal properties. It's not just a food item, it's a vital resource in emergency situations. So, what can we do? Support sustainable beekeeping practices, reduce reliance on harmful pesticides, and be mindful of our environmental impact. Planting bee-friendly plants can also make a big difference. Stock up on raw, local honey, store it properly, and it'll last you for years. Supporting local beekeepers helps sustain the bee populations and ensures you get the best quality honey. Remember, prepping isn't about panicking, it's about being prepared. Having honey in your emergency supplies is a smart move for both nutrition and health. We often take seeds for granted. These tiny, seemingly insignificant packages hold the potential to sustain life on our planet. They are the starting point of our food chain, the very foundation of agriculture. Tiny packages of life ready to sprout into the food we need. From the moment they're planted, they embark on a journey of growth and transformation, turning into the crops that feed us. But not all seeds are created equal. The diversity among seeds is vast, with each type offering unique traits and benefits. This diversity is crucial for the resilience of our food systems. Heritage seeds, the heirloom varieties passed down through generations, are crucial for food security. These seeds carry the wisdom of the past, having adapted to local conditions over centuries. These seeds have weathered storms, droughts, and blights, carrying the genetic diversity essential for food security. They are a living repository of traits that can help us face future agricultural challenges, but we're losing these precious heritage seeds at an alarming rate. The erosion of this genetic diversity poses a significant threat to our ability to adapt to changing environmental conditions. Large corporations pushing genetically modified crops, climate change, and a shift away from small-scale farming are all contributing to this decline. The focus on monocultures and industrial agriculture is narrowing our genetic base. Imagine a future dominated by genetically uniform crops, susceptible to the same diseases and pests. Such a scenario could lead to catastrophic crop failures and food shortages. Preserving heritage seeds is crucial for adapting to changing environments and ensuring food security. These seeds are our insurance policy against the uncertainties of the future. Seek out heritage seeds, start your own garden, and learn the art of seed saving. By doing so, you contribute to the preservation of our agricultural heritage and the resilience of our food systems. Every seed planted is a step towards a more food-secure future. Together, we can ensure that the blueprint of survival remains intact for generations to come. Out in the wild, protein is king. It's the building block of survival, fueling our muscles and repairing our tissues. Canned meat has always been a reliable source of protein, but sourcing quality canned meat is becoming increasingly difficult. Livestock diseases, processing plant closures, and rising transportation costs are squeezing supply chains. Imagine a crisis scenario where your usual protein sources are unavailable. Canned meat, with its long shelf life and concentrated protein content, has always been a safety net. Look for reputable brands that prioritize ethical and sustainable practices. Consider diversifying your protein sources with canned fish, chicken, or beans. Being prepared means having a safety net for you and your loved ones. Rice, a simple grain, yet a cornerstone of civilizations for millennia. It's a source of energy and a lifeline for billions around the world. But this humble grain is facing an unprecedented crisis. Climate change, rising temperatures, erratic rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events are wreaking havoc on rice production globally. Water shortages, essential for rice cultivation, are becoming more frequent and severe. Imagine a world where rice becomes scarce and expensive. Supporting sustainable farming practices and reducing our water footprint are crucial steps. Diversify your diet to reduce reliance on rice. Every grain of rice represents the hard work of farmers and the sustenance of billions. Peanut butter. That creamy, nutty goodness packed with protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins. But our beloved peanut butter is facing a perfect storm of challenges. Peanut crops are increasingly susceptible to diseases, and climate change is making it harder for farmers to grow this finicky crop. Imagine a world where peanut butter becomes a luxury item. Support sustainable farming practices and invest in research to combat crop diseases. Be mindful of your consumption habits and stock up on a few extra jars. Every peanut butter sandwich is a reminder of the interconnectedness of our world. Powdered milk, a pantry staple, a lifeline for families in need, and a crucial ingredient in countless recipes. But powdered milk is facing a dwindling supply. Dairy farming is grappling with rising feed costs, labor shortages, and the impacts of climate change. Droughts and heat stress are reducing milk production, putting a strain on the entire supply chain. Imagine a world where powdered milk becomes scarce and unaffordable. Support dairy farmers and advocate for policies that promote sustainable agriculture. Explore alternative sources of calcium and protein, such as plant-based milk alternatives. Every glass of milk represents the hard work of farmers and the nourishment of millions. Appreciate the value of this vital food source and work together to ensure its availability. Beans. These humble legumes are nutritional powerhouses packed with protein, fiber, and essential nutrients, but dried beans are facing increasing pressure. Growing demand and challenges posed by climate change are putting a strain on production. Droughts, floods, and extreme temperatures are impacting yields. Imagine a world where dried beans become scarce and expensive. Support sustainable farming practices and invest in research to develop drought-resistant crops. Incorporate more beans into your diet and support local farmers and food banks. Every bean we eat is a testament to the resilience of nature and the hard work of farmers. Appreciate the value of this humble legume and work together to ensure its availability. Coffee, that rich aroma, that invigorating taste, that essential morning ritual for millions around the world. But coffee is facing an uncertain future. Climate change is wreaking havoc on coffee plantations around the world. Rising temperatures, erratic rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events are impacting yields. Imagine a world where coffee becomes a rare and expensive commodity. Reduce your carbon footprint and support sustainable coffee production. Be mindful of your coffee consumption and support fair trade coffee. Every cup of coffee is a gift from nature and a reminder of our interconnectedness with the planet. Cherish this precious beverage and work together to ensure its future. The survival foods we once took for granted are facing unprecedented challenges, from dwindling bee populations to climate change disrupting harvests. Our food security is at stake. But this isn't the time to panic. This is the time to prepare. Stock up now before prices skyrocket or they become impossible to find. Build your emergency food supply, diversify your pantry, and learn essential preservation techniques. Share this video with your loved ones and start conversations about food security, because when it comes to survival, we're all in this together.